channel. This is a new channel set up aiming to be a chat forum for lonely people who are finding it hard to get out of active drug addiction, or people that are struggling with the mental health. I'm not a doctor, I'm not medically trained. However, I've got a plethora of experience on different fronts, from being a little tearaway drug addict to being a straight-headed, law-abiding citizen. It's not hard. Well, it is hard, but once you've done it, you've done it. So please gravitate towards this channel, YouTube. Send people along. Let me give people some words of wisdom. I want to give people words of wisdom and share my experiences, misdemeanors, bad luck, good luck, for what there is of it, with like-minded people who suffer with drug addiction, who suffer with mental health problems, who suffer with just life terms. A lot of us don't want to live life on life terms. We all want things sugarcoating. If we've got £500 in the bank, we always want 1,000. It's just human nature. We're never, ever, ever happy. I mean, I'm happy with myself now, my inner self. I don't care what people think about me, what people say about me, what people do to me for that matter. I'm just living experience, living proof that somebody can turn the lives around, get off of drugs, clear your mental health the best way you can, which is more difficult than drugs, because that you're born with, that you can't really change. But as for drugs, if you want to get off of drugs, put more or as much effort into your recovery than you did to your addiction, and I promise you, it's impossible to fail, guys. I mean, people watching this now might not have a drug addiction, but I'll tell you what they will have. They'll have mental stress, whether that's financial stress, work stress, stress with your kids, stress with your friends, family. You'll always have stress. Money does not alleviate stress. I've got more money now than I've ever had in my life. And do I feel any happier for it? Absolutely not. For getting off drugs and completing that program, do I get satisfaction from that? Does it make me happy? Absolutely. But money doesn't make me happy at all. It makes it easier, but the more money you've got, not that I've got loads, but the more money you've got, I hear, the more problems you get. Money creates problems. The world is a horrible world. Everybody's out for themselves. Dog eat fucking dog. That's what it's like in this world. And if we, like other communities, like the Arabs, the Asians, the Jews, the travellers, if we all stuck together as they do, then we'd be a force. But there's pockets of different communities all over the country, forget the world, all over the country, that don't want to integrate with certain people. I get it with the travelling community because that's how they are. And then I get it with the Asian community because that's how they are as well. It's just we're different. You can't look down on other people because they've got different ways of doing things, different cultures, different beliefs. I'll use travellers as an example. People think travellers are dirty. They're fucking not. They're the cleanest people you'd ever wish to meet. You go in a traveller's caravan, let me tell you, you'd be fucking shocked. Same as the Asians. Absolutely spotless clean. And then you get us, the English, just live like fucking tramps. Do you know what I mean? It's it beggars belief, really. It really does. It beggars belief. You've got to want things in your life. You've got to want it. Dream it, believe it, achieve it. Is my motto. So dream it, believe it, then go out there and fucking achieve it. You know why? Nobody else is going to go out there and do it for you. If you want to put extra 500 quid in your pocket today or tomorrow, nobody else is going to go and slip it in here, mate. You got to go get it yourself. Set the foundations. Never work on rocky foundations. If you work on... Well, I open my own business, mate. I've had my own business for fucking 6 years, 7 years. I do okay. Where I was on drugs for 12 to 15 years. Rotting away. I have got money, love. I don't need a job. When nobody's around, you say, baby, I love you. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, money's not the be-all and end-all. Yes, the sports kid. Advocate. Can you brush your teeth? I can smell it through the screen. No, I'm going to Turkey, love. I'm going getting turkey teeth this year. Ugh. I've already had a price, £5,350. 7 implants, 23 German-made zirconium crowns. And I'm going to go for level 7 out of 10 on the colouring and level 6 on the size. I don't want big, massive teeth. I just want a proper set of teeth. So I'm going to a fly to Istanbul, and then I go to Izmir, not Antalya, Izmir. Hello, I'm from France, and I'm commenting on every live stream. Have a good day and have a good live stream. Thank you. The Sports Kid, 1,000. Subscribe if you can before you go, mate. I need some subscribers on the board so I can get around Europe. I can use super chats then to pay me flights. I'll just remove silly comments like that. Nice one, Don Corleone. Respect, brother. Give us a subscription if you can, Don. Let's see if we can get this live stream spruced up. Get a few more people in. We just got to keep speaking, really. But I need questions. It's a chat forum. It's not me just chatting. What did you dream and achieve? I dreamt to get off the gear and started putting my money to use. Not burning my money, smoking my money. So if you're a smoker or you're a drug user, take some inspiration from that. If you don't have money, why don't you get a job? I've got a job, girl. Don't you worry about that. I've got a job. And more than likely, a better paid job than you've got. and I don't even know you. And I bet you I've got a better paid job than you. You know when you've made it, when you're making money while you're sleeping, that's when you know you've made it. Welcome from France. What part of France are you from? I was going to go to Paris last week and then I sacked it because I didn't have the right clothing on. I was sat up all night walking around Liverpool city centre. I'm doing a live stream, obviously. So I was a bit sweaty and a bit, I didn't want to get on a ferry at the side, sat at the side of somebody when I've not got clean. I like my clothes smelling of lino, smelling of nice washing powder. I don't like them smelling just of smoke or smelling of whatever. I get changed every day, me, and showered every day. Just sometimes I wake up and I jump on a live stream straight away. I'm going to start making myself more presentable. When whoever's cut this hair, that last guy, got to go back and see him. Cheeky bastard. I won't be using him again. It's the boss's understudy. He's a learner. Well, he's not fucking learning at my expense. Everybody's got to learn. But you're not fucking learning on me. Using me as a guinea pig. Every time I go back and look at my shorts, there's always two people that look at every one of them. I wonder who them two people are. Wild guess. Annie and Mary, maybe. Becky and Danielle. One of each, who knows? Annie, you know you're dying for a Wesley Snipe, aren't you? Dying for one. Can't get that 20 quid off your mum, but you're dying for one. Stop. Stop using, girl. You're too good for it. Far too good for them stuff. Scruffy dust. And you're not a fucking scruff. So stop using that scruffy dust. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Drugs are for mugs, guys. At the end of the day, they just are. Fucking 12 years. I can't remember, 12 to 15 years I was on drugs. And you know what? I've done more for myself in the past 7, 8 years, as in going on holiday and this and that and the other. Only thing I've got left now is to get these horrible fucking teeth repaired. I used to have lovely teeth, white teeth. They've never been straight, but they've always been white and clean. I still brush them every day, obviously. But I've got 2 double appointments, one at the end of this month and one at the middle of July, to get 3 teeth ripped out. And then I'm going to go and say, right, there's my mouth, get to work. I worked it out, I could save £900 just by going to the normal dentist and having 3 teeth ripped out. Saves them doing it, you see. Cost effective. You've got to save £1 where you can. Any person can go out there and make money. It takes a strong person to spend half and save half. Or even spend even less and save even more is better. You've got to... I've just sold everything I owned to get that mobile home. Not everything he owned, but more or less. More or less everything. But yeah, that's how it is, guys. Addiction's difficult. Very difficult. Don_Corleone. Now then, what's happening? Who's this guy from France, the sports kid? I haven't got a clue who he is. But, well, I don't know he's in France. He says he's in France. What people say on YouTube, where they are, who they are, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. Because you haven't got a clue who you're speaking to. You haven't got a clue. Subscribers or no subscriber. You haven't got a fucking clue who you're speaking to unless the name flags up and you know them. Which doesn't happen too often these days because they've only just started the channel 5 weeks ago. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to do live streams every day, 2 every day. Used to do 3. That was a bit much for me. So I'm going to do 1 in the morning or around this time. What time is it? Fucking hell, it's 1 already. I just watched Piers Morgan Uncensored as Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Hour and 45 minutes. Wow. It was some watch. £700 million he's worth. A couple north of £500 million is what he said, which in my maths is 700 grand. 700 million. He's probably a billionaire. I just don't want to say. Must be. What, fucking 500 grand a week for fucking 20 years? Come on. That's until that, innit, guys? That is some serious till. I wish you had that type of bloody money. But saying that, the more money you have, I believe, the more stressful it is, the more problems you get, the more, I don't know, I'm just happy the way I am. Being able to go to the shop, buy what I want, go and get myself some clothes when I want. You know, bigger purchases I'll have to wait, like my teeth. I've got little bits and bobs I need to tie up before I can go and get my teeth done. But I will be getting my teeth done. I will be, you'll see. I'll be like this all the time. Yes, Ducky. Yes, Mohammed. Crack or hero? Used to be both, mate. Used to be both. Used to be both, mate. But now, neither. But I'm going to come and feed your bio right in front of you. Okay? Where are you stopping, Mohammed? Muhammad. Where are you stopping, Mush? And I'll come and feed your bio in front of you. Respect is needed, yes. But respect is earned, not given or bought, loaned or borrowed. Yes, brother, what's happening? Get subscribing and help me out if you can, guys. If you're real people and you've got problems with heroin or crack, or a friend or family member has got a problem with heroin or crack, subscribe to the channel. Get them to come and watch the channel. If you ask me questions, I can do my best to give you answers. I can't give you medical advice, but I can give you life experience. My experience, which is not necessarily going to work for you. You could be totally the opposite. What worked for me may not work for you, and vice versa. So you've got to play it. I am cocaine addicted. It's difficult for me to get sober. Well, cocaine is it's the new norm now, isn't it? Everybody's sniffing cocaine everywhere you go. On crack cocaine is slowly overtaking cocaine. There's more people smoke crack cocaine than you would ever wish to believe. Honestly, you'd be shocked. Shell shocked. The amount of people that buy crack cocaine from different walks of life, even the traveling community, Asians, Arabs, they're all at it. You've got to be in it to see it. Do you know what I mean? It's a very, very powerful thing. Addiction is very powerful. And there's only you can untie it. You've got to do it for yourself. But if you've got kids, how people can have kids and still carry on using drugs, knowing they're going to lose the kids. You're talking to somebody that had his only daughter adopted, biological daughter adopted at birth or at 9 months old without it even coming home. It's heart-wrenching. And that's what got me clean. So kids can get you clean. I took a different approach to life. I thought, well, do you know what? Okay, they took her. But I've got so many years now to improve my life, improve my bank balance, improve everything about me. So when she's at the ripe old age of, I don't know, 15, 16, 17, 18, younger even, she's already asking who her daddy is. So she's probably thinking, where's my daddy? It's come from school. Thank you, Mohammed. I wish you the best as well, mate. Get on the fucking wagon. Kick that cocaine into touch, mate. And you'll soon be okay. Your life will fall into good standing the very moment you put them drugs down. Trust me. There's only you can do it. It's a double-edged sword because bad mental health can send you to drugs, and drugs extend bad mental health. So it's a double-edged sword. So you've got to work on both. You've got to work on both. I've got a social worker and I'm 44. Adult support worker. And she's invaluable. She helps me with everything. Anything I need. Appointments. Reminding of appointments. Prompting to take my meds. All this and that and the other. It's all help. Never refuse help, guys. You'll never refuse a Wesley Snipe put in your mouth, will you? You never refuse one of them. So flip the fucking switch. Get on to help and never refuse help. And you will not go too far wrong, trust me. Have I had a little binge here and there? Absolutely, yes. But very, very rare. Very rare. I'm not going to come in here and lie to you and say, oh, I'm squeaky clean. Yes, I class myself as clean. I am clean. But do we have a little... Because if you set the bar too high, you can't reach it. Set your targets too high, you don't reach them either. You've really got to grab the bull by the horns in addiction. and take over as the boss. Well, I don't know, Jessica. I don't quite understand what you mean. I don't quite understand what you mean, love. I think what you're saying is your dad's on drugs. Well, try and help him. Try and help him to get off of drugs. Sometimes people need somebody to put their hand out to them for them to realise what they're doing isn't only affecting themselves, it's affecting the family as well. So, Jessica, if you're saying your dad's on drugs, don't tell me that doesn't affect you internally, because it does. So what's that saying? There's more than one person, there's more than the addict that is affected by drug abuse. It also affects the wider family, your friends, your partner if you've got one. It affects loads of different people. Addiction kills. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. Scary. I've witnessed it. A girlfriend I had, I wasn't with her long. I woke up in the middle of the night and she was dead. We didn't have anything. I got arrested for on suspicion of murder while they'd done all the tests. But you can't imprison a man for something he's not done. If I had to give that girl any drugs, drink, tablets, whatever, that night, I couldn't sit on that. I wouldn't be able to live with that. I'd have to say, yeah, I gave them to her. She asked me for them. I gave them to her. But yeah, I'm the one culpable. I couldn't live. I couldn't sleep. No way. I'd rather go and do the jail. Knowing and give the family justice. But how can you give somebody justice for something you have not done? Now, this happened to me. I'm sure it was November 2020, just after the pandemic. I'm sure it was. Could have been 21, but I'm sure it was 20. And that affects me to this day, and it'll always affect me, which is why I say, put the drugs fucking down. Stay away from them, because I believe it was dodgy tablets he took, pregabalin or something. Diazepam and pregabalin, that was it. That's what I got told. But I still don't know the 100% truth. But I will get it. Because I wasn't charged, I'm not entitled to any of the paperwork. And that's thankful, really. Because when I was getting trolled on here last year, on my old channel, I would have put that paperwork up for everybody to see. But then, that is the wrong thing to do, isn't it? If somebody's not here to defend themselves, I don't think they should be talked about. So let's just leave that one there, guys. All I'm saying is, drugs kill people, good people, young people, old people, middle-aged people. Drugs don't take any prisoners, guys. They really don't. You just got to be very careful. If you are using drugs, don't share them. If you see somebody that's worse for wear, distance yourself from them. Because if they go, well, if he smokes and he drinks whiskey, he does take drugs, love, because they are. I drink a bit myself, not every day, but I drink a bit myself. That's a drug. I smoke a vape. That's a drug as well. So, and he's probably stuck in his ways. He's probably stuck in his ways. I don't know what ways because I don't know who the guy is. But I would imagine he's proper stuck in his ways. And sometimes they're the hardest nuts to crack. The very stubborn people. Because they only want to listen to what they want. They've got selective hearing. They only want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. Because sometimes the truth hurts. Most of the time, the truth hurts. But I can only do my best. Yeah, I know he only drinks and smokes. What I'm saying to you is smoking and drinking are still drugs. It's still an addiction. Drinking is how do you know he's not sniffing cocaine when he goes to the pub? Because when you have a drink, it impairs you. Why do you think you can't drink and drive? Or in my case, drink and ride a motorbike. Why do you think you can't do that? Because it impairs. Yeah, you feel more adrenaline, you feel more in control. But ultimately, when you've got to use a reaction, as in an emergency stop or swerve away, your reaction's delayed. Yeah, you might feel the most confident driver. I've been in a car with travelling people, young kids, who are the best fucking drivers I've ever come across in my life. But still, one of my friends' brothers died. Pa Doherty. He drove on the East Lancs. Brilliant driver. But the lorry that crushed him wasn't a brilliant driver. God bless his little soul. And I'm not saying he was on drugs either, or drunk, because I don't know the full situation. All I know is that my best friend's, one of my good friends' brother died probably 20 years ago now, I think, on the East Lancashire Road. And then Peter McDonough, he was my brother's partner, my brother's gay. Peter was gay. And he was coming down Hatherley Way on the East Lancs. And if you're travellers and you're watching this, you'll know Old Willie. He had the Ford Maverick or Ford something. And he hit him in a blue transit van at 90 mile an hour. Killed them both instantly. Old Willie, his name was. It's a shame. And again, I'm not saying he was. I know Peter was drunk. He'd had a few pints of Guinness. But I'm not saying Pa was drunk or drugged up because I don't know the situation with that. I'm just saying examples here. What drugs and drink can do to you. You drive a lot faster. I drive my bike a lot faster if I've had a couple of cans. Not that I do drink and drive. I'm saying when I have had a couple of cans and I'm under the limit, I just get this urge just to fucking pull the rev back, weave in and out of traffic on the back wheel. It's not. Do I do silly stuff? Still, absolutely. He loves making you every day. When he eats, he has that with. But when he's at work, he takes a big bottle of water. He has to climb up ladders and put billboards. And my mum works at a pharmacy. Does he do billboards? So the big things that you got to paint on like wallpaper paste, big advertising boards. Well, at least it's still working, so we can't be that far gone. But you want to check what's in that bottle of water. You want to check it's not fucking vodka, love. And if your mum works in a pharmacy, tell her to get me some fucking blues. Hello, Jenny Lydia. What's happening? How are you? How are you getting on? I like Mountain Dew as well. It's a nice drink, especially when it's freezing cold. Just my vape. That's the only thing I do now, is vape. I don't do anything else at all. Just vape. I have a drink once or twice a week. I get 4 black cans of lager, the strong ones. I can't do with 4%, 5%. It doesn't do anything for me. I like to blast 4 cans down dead quick and just float. I just found something I'm going to make actually. I'm going to make something extra special and informative. I'm going to make a spleg. Anybody that knows what one of them is, you'll see it in a minute. I just want people to listen to what I've got to say. Don't fucking, if you want to judge, no problem. Not a problem at all. Judge on your own intuition. Think of me, what you want to think of me. I can't help, and I've passed curving what other people think I am or what I am not. I don't care less. I really do not. Honestly, I couldn't care what people think about me, good or bad. I know what type of person I've been in my lifetime. I don't need reminding of it. A lot of that was down to drug addiction. Not that I'm after the cop out, it's just fact. A lot of it is down to drug use, drug addiction, bad decisions, burgling people, not houses, by the way, commercial premises, which is just as bad. Every crime, there's a victim behind every crime, even insurance crime, insurance fraud. Even though I'm taking my watch to Turkey, insurance fraud is bad, and it's got people behind it with money, losing money. You know, sometimes we've got to do things in life to make money that's not legal. I'm not saying me, I'm saying people in general. You know, sometimes you've got to accept life on life's terms. You can't feed yourself on benefits. You know what I mean? Benefits don't cut it. I was on benefits for fucking 15 years. The first 30 years, no, the first 25 years of my life, I've never claimed dole in my life, ever. Always worked. And when I was in active addiction, fucking hell, the things I used to do, I can tell you some, because I've been convicted, in prison, served my time, but there's other things I can't tell you and won't tell you for obvious reasons. them obvious reasons are just obvious. Simple as that. So let me put this roach in this rolly. Thanks for sticking by, guys. I'll only be a second. Yeah, we're going to build this channel up properly. You'll see. Fuck off. Yeah, look at the subscription base right now. And look at the subscription base that I'll have at the end of the year. What job do I work? Well, no, I'm not drunk, and I can't tell you what job I work. Let's just say I've got a job, okay? Don't need to know what. No, I'm not being funny with you, Jessica. I'm just saying I can't tell you what my job is. Yeah, some of it's in energy drinks, some of it's just not. But carbonated drinks, fizzy drinks are not good for you. Look, I have one of them every single day, without fail. Different flavours, but I have 2 litres, well, it's, what is it, 1.5, and a couple of coffees in the morning. And that's enough fluid I need for the day. You've got to keep yourself hydrated, guys. Sometimes I wake up, I don't know why, because I'm well hydrated with like a lightheadedness. And if that's the case, do you know you lose 2 pounds of body weight in your sleep through inhaling and exhaling? So when you get up, you're meant to have 400 mils of water. 200 ml glasses of water, or cups of water. I woke up last night for 3 wees. Every night I wake up for 2 or 3 wees because I'm so hydrated and to keep myself hydrated. Only thing that makes me look rough, look like a drug addict. Yeah, I'm an ex-drug addict for 15 years. So obviously I'm going to look like a drug addict. Yeah, it never leaves you. You can always tell an ex-drug addict, okay? But once my teeth are done, I'm hoping that's going to change. We'll see. Yeah, so we'll see, guys, which way it goes. I'm just wanting to take this channel to as high as I can take it. Once I'm monetized, get on the road and start getting this GoPro camera out, pre-recording videos instead of doing live. Thanks, Jag Girl. I appreciate that. Please subscribe if you can, love. You know, it's difficult getting off. It's easy getting off drugs. Sorry, easier. It's more difficult to stay off drugs because it's over a longer term. Getting off drugs is only a week, 2 weeks maximum. Staying off them is for the rest of your life. So it's a long, hard battle every day. Yeah, I do keep myself hydrated, and fizzy pop, Coca-Cola, things like that. Don't that they don't count. Coffee doesn't count because that's I forgot what the name is, but it's a thing, more a supplement type thing. But I have a couple of Ensure Pluses a day, 1 meal a day, 3 litres of water maximum. Depends what I'm doing. If I'm out and about and I'm sweating, then obviously I'll drink more water. But if I'm just at home chilling like this, then I'll drink less water. Yeah, but I'm not in it for the money, love. As long as I can get super chats and I've got a couple of thousand subscribers and they can get me on a plane to Berlin or to France so I can continue with my channel. That's all I want. I don't want money from YouTube. I'm never going to get money from YouTube. You're kidding, aren't me? You got to be famous. You never know. You never know. No, you'd never know. I had a channel with 1.7 thousand followers, but I had a lot of trolls because I had a bit of a big problem going on back then. So I just threw the channel away and I just started again from fresh. I've only had it 5 weeks and it's got 107, 110 subscribers. Hopefully 200 by the end of June and 1,000 by the end of the year. That's my aim. And I'm going to do it's a chat forum. It's not a podcast. I don't need some fancy background. Yeah, I do need to get out a bit more, but I don't need some fancy background. I just need people ask me questions on addiction. Like that girl there then about her dad with the whiskey and going to work and this and that. And I'm thinking, well, I don't know too much about drink, but drink is addiction's addiction. And addiction doesn't take any prisoners, guys. Addiction really doesn't. You've got to grab the bull by the fucking horns and say, right, you know what? I've had enough of this shit, me. And it's not tomorrow. It's not then. Oh, I'll do it next week. It's now. It's now. Oh, say, right, I'll finish what I've got. That's me. Done. Finished. It's easy, guys. It's easy to get off of drugs. Trust me. It's easy, man. You've got to change your circle. Change maybe even addresses. You don't need to, because if you want drugs, you'll get drugs anywhere. Doesn't matter. You go to jail, you get drugs anywhere. But you've got to understand that it's fucking easy to get off drugs and stop doing drugs altogether. It really is. Well, I hope your brother sorts himself out if he's in a bit of a pickle or whatever his situation is. But you've got to let him learn by his own mistakes, love. Like, once I've got more subscribers, I won't be vaping or smoking whilst I'm doing the live stream. What the fuck? I'm on the spectrum, Jessica. I'm on the spectrum somewhere. I've got a 141 IQ, believe it or not, love. I just didn't use it very well. My sister, my baby sister, there's 4 of us. 2 of them are not very clever, and they've got me and my sister who are very clever. My sister started as a teacher, then she was head of a department, and now she's deputy head mistress of a sixth form psychology school, A levels. She's done really, really, really well. She's on about 200 grand a year. She's only 40 in August. I'm fucking well proud of her. Well proud of her. Yeah, everybody's got a talent somewhere. Maybe it's hidden. Have you noticed if you come across many of good poets, artists, musicians, you very often find that they've got dyslexia. and they're not very good academically. The best artists. It's true, it's a fact. I've seen loads in prison. All different types of artwork. All different types, paintings, drawings, portraits, all different. You come across some wonderful, talented people in prison who have just made that one bad mistake to get them in prison. And they're so fucking talented, it's unreal. I've not had one done on my daughter, because I've not been to prison since I've had my daughter, but I've had a portrait done before of an ex-partner, ex-girlfriend, and boy, was it just fucking the mirror image. It was unbelievable. Really unbelievable. Yeah, that's true. It was. More than you'll ever fucking believe. More than you'll ever believe. It's weird. It's like Michael Jackson. He couldn't read and write properly. Elvis Presley couldn't read and write properly. But look how much they excelled in the singing game. It's all right. Nothing came out twice, love. Nothing came out twice. Do you have any problems yourselves with drugs or mental health? Either yourself or like your wider family. You don't need to name any names, obviously, but I'm sure people hide their identity when they make a channel. So when they're speaking, people don't know who they're speaking about. Oh, yeah. Good for you. You stay in recovery. You stay in recovery, girl. Don't let anybody try and persuade you to be otherwise. I was on. I finished my methadone program in 2020, so I've been 6 years off methadone. Good girl, 20. Oh, you smashed it then, love. 20 years, same as me. 9 years in November. It's easily done, and it's lovely. I mean, it's hard, but you know what? And if you look, I don't know if it's the same for you. I don't. If you're in England, I don't know, but for me, all the people that I used to use heroin with 10 years ago are either clean, dead, or yeah, either clean or dead. Not many of them are still active. It's a different generation. It's a different generation of people with different morals. With different morals. Kids have got no morals today. That's what it is, love. Listen, when I was on methadone, for about 4 years. And fucking hell, it was like a ball and felt like I was on a ball and chain to the chemist. You couldn't fucking move because you knew you had to go and get your meth every morning. Fucking horrible, wasn't it? That new thing out called Buvidol now, Subutex injection, is both. I think it's every 3 months, and that's it. My baby's mum's on that still, and she's not used since. Yeah, I was just thinking about something then guys. Yeah, you take care, mate. Thank you for subbing, Jag Girl, and you have a nice time at work, love. God bless you. You take care. $11 p.m. Yeah, so there's a big time difference.
Hey, brother, I've just produced something so magnificent. It's oh my word. So it just it's the oil extracted and in the vape is a magnificent creation.
Is that?
Is that good? That's good. Give us your thing, then I'll put some in. Yeah.
It's got oil in it.
Yeah. And so did that.
You will spin it, will you?
And so did that.
No, that's that one set, guys. That's got oil in it.
Oh, it's too full. It's too full. I'll bring you one down in a bit. Is that nice or
Have a look at that.
That is pure, beautiful weed oil. The finest.
Can you make more?
I can make more, most certainly. I've got some down there. I need more vape oil. Because I have to put a third vape oil in with it.
Check it out.
No, rather than destroy your vape, you mean. I've got some more. I'm gonna strip down and squeeze out.
I'll buy some thingies. Yeah. If you made one, I'll do it for you.
That's not a problem. I'll do it for you. You're me fucking bro. So is that nice or what?
Yeah, man. See you in a bit, kiddo. We made there one. It was mad inventions. He's always up to something. He's always up to something. So, is anybody else that's been clean? There was a lady on before that's been clean for 20 years. I've been clean for 10. How long have you been clean for, guys? If you are ex-addicts that are in this chat. Yeah, that was my friend, yeah. He's made some cannabis oil. Did you know? Made some cannabis oil out of some clippings. I've just had a few drags of the vape. Fucking hell, blew my head off. You're welcome, Jag girl. Good stuff, that, 20 years. I'll be there soon myself. Yeah, so I want people for ask me questions. You might have kids who you suspect are on drugs, but you're not sure. You know, anybody out there that wants to get advice on how to clock your kids using that ketamine and cocaine and all the rest of it. You've really got to ask yourself questions, really. You know, but there's only you can do that. Yeah, it was my friend. He's made some weed oil out of some clippings. Just give me a few drugs of a vape. Bloody hell. Never again. Oh, where he's from, guys? He's from the UK. Did somebody say he was from Australia? Australia, mate. Good day, mate. Good day, mate. Oh, are you from the US? Yeah, there's lots of, when I look at the analytics on this channel, there's lots of people from America, thingy, and Australia that come on this channel and ask sensible fucking questions, because there's no point me just being like speaking. It's a forum. I'm trying to create a forum for people to come when they're struggling with the mental health, or whether they're struggling with the addiction, they're in recovery, whether they've had a little lapse or they've had relapse. You know, we need to start getting a little community together. Bro, using a damn fart gun as a phone. Nah, mate. Samsung S26 Ultra. I don't do iPhones. Yeah, I don't do iPhones at all. Like people with iPhones don't do Android. Yeah. My friend Spanian. He's from Sydney, Australia. I know Spanian. I wish I could have a channel like his one day. If any of you guys know Spanian, Yes, guys. Off down for a minute. Chilling. I'm awake, guys. Don't worry. Just had to go one of them weed vapes and it sent me sleep. Won't be having any more. I'll stick with I'll stick with I'm awake, guys. Pure cannabis oil is made out of the clippings. Yes, Roxy. Hello. Nice to see you in the live stream, love. Just nodded off again there. Have my morning snack of energy, eh? Nice biscuits. Breakfast biscuits are called, they're nice. I'm gonna have another pack, sorry.